Today, I want to talk to you about my new favorite mobile photography tool, and that is Fjorden. And that takes your iPhone and turns it basically into a mirrorless camera. I should say right away that Fjorden has sponsored this video, but all of these views are my own, and I'm really excited to share this product with you. Fjorden is this amazing tool for mobile photography. The Fjorden grip gives you a better hold on your iPhone and allows it to feel kind of like you're shooting on a DSLR or on a mirrorless camera. And that's because of the physical controls. The two-stage shutter button, zoom lever, and customizable dial and function buttons for exposure, shutter speed, ISO, and a whole bunch more. Then this also comes with the free iOS Fjorden camera app. It lets you shoot in full auto or full manual mode or portrait mode. And together with the grip and the camera app, you have complete control over shooting on your iPhone. And so that's kind of the gist of the bundle that you can get. But I wanted to get into more of the specs as well. The Fjorden is compatible with all iPhones running on iOS 14 or newer. They offer cases for all iPhone 12, 13, and 14 sizes. The battery life is up to 12 months. Everything is MagSafe compatible. The grip can be turned into an adjustable kickstand, both in portrait or in landscape. Fjorden also has a dust and waterproof rating of IP54, which is better than some class-leading cameras. And then lastly, another spec that really stood out was that it connects via Bluetooth, which allows you to shoot remotely using a tripod, which is absolutely perfect for long exposures. And so with some of my favorite specs kind of out of the way, if you've been following this channel, you know that I love pros and cons lists, so I wanted to get into those pros and cons. Of course, starting with the pros. And so pretty much every spec that I just listed is a pro, but to sum everything up, it's super intuitive and easy to use. Just after a couple minutes of playing around with it, I was able to kind of go out and shoot everything with ease. It's also really lightweight, and so it doesn't feel like I'm adding something extra and bulky to my iPhone, and I can still just slip this in my pocket. I really like the branding of this too. I love the design, it's super sleek and looks great. So the build quality is also awesome. It doesn't feel like anything is going to break on me, and with that dust and waterproof rating, living here in Hawaii, I know that it's good to go and safe. And so kind of lastly, with the pros, it brings mobile photography back into a realm of having fun. Kind of like what film photography did for me, this does for mobile photography. Because it's super lightweight and compact, I don't have to bring a giant bag with all my heavy gear. I can just go out, have fun, and go shoot on my phone. But elevating it to kind of that experience of a DSLR or a mirrorless, where I can control everything and make sure the photos that I do want to get, those are the photos that I'm getting. So the experience that it provides is, I think, the best part about this. It makes mobile photography fun. But then getting into the cons. I think for me, one of the cons was the size of the case. And so the size of the case is also a pro. It is super lightweight and slim, which allows me to take this thing anywhere, which is awesome. But I wish it just had like the tiniest little extra millimeter or two just above the case, just to add some extra protection. I'm super clumsy, I drop my phone a lot, and having just that little extra bit of cushion around the edges of my iPhone to kind of elevate it off the ground would be great. Now I know for some people that would make it too bulky and too big, but for me, just that added little bit would be great. So the case that's with it doesn't make me feel like my phone is going to break or that it's more susceptible to breaking. It's pretty much identical to the case that I had before I put the Fjorden on my phone. But if I'm being nitpicky here, I would love that just like millimeter extra of protection. So the second con would be that the grip needs to reconnect to the app every time you turn your phone back on. And so it just takes a second or two with the press of the shutter button to reconnect it, and then you're good to go. So I definitely understand why that is the case, but it does take that couple extra seconds just to reconnect every time you turn your phone back on. And so my third and final con when it comes to the Fjorden is that it doesn't support video mode yet. Being both a photographer and a filmmaker, I would have loved to see this have a video mode, but the coolest part about Fjorden as a brand, as a company, is the fact that you can actually make suggestions on their website about their app. Fjorden lets you provide feedback in areas that you think would be helpful, and then right on their page lets you see where they are with certain requests that are made. So you can see that there is actually a video mode that is in progress. They are working on it, which I think is awesome. And there's a whole bunch of other options and suggestions that people have given to the brand and the company. And you can see, okay, this one's in progress, or they're thinking about this one, or this one's just about to be rolled out, which I think is awesome. Being able to have input directly to the brand that you love, that you own, that you're working with and using, I think is so cool. And that just kind of adds this nice little community relation kind of feel that definitely not every brand has. So, kind of wrapping everything up, who is this for? I think this is for anybody that loves mobile photography or photography in general, that just wants to add an extra dynamic, an extra way to have fun, and an extra way to be able to control your mobile photography, your iPhone photography. So if you don't always want to go out and explore or adventure or go out at night with a big bulky camera, I think Fjorden is for you. If you want to take the best photos that you possibly can with the most amount of control, and again, adding that experience of having DSLR or mirrorless camera functionality, I think this is for you. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if this is something that you'd be interested. Let me know if there's something that I missed or that you'd like to know more about. I would love to hear from you. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help and make a difference. And I'll see you on the next video.